Item number SCP-56743-JP. Object Class Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-56743-JP is to be stored within a reinforced, thermally insulated containment locker located in Sector Delta of Site-17's Retro Gaming Wing. The locker must be equipped with electromagnetic shielding and soundproofing to prevent accidental exposure. Access is strictly limited to personnel with Level 4 clearance or higher and requires approval from at least 2 senior researchers with prior psychological evaluation, confirming resistance to memetic influences. Any personnel authorized to handle SCP-56743-JP for testing purposes must undergo a comprehensive mental health screening before and after interactions. All testing sessions are to be conducted within a sealed, remotely monitored chamber equipped with real-time video and audio feeds. During tests, personnel are to wear neurocognitive inhibitors to limit potential influence. Following any activation, the cartridge must be carefully examined for physical anomalies, and all digital data must be backed up securely. Any exposure to SCP-56743-JP's active state must be immediately reported, and affected personnel are to be quarantined and evaluated for memetic or anomalous effects. Description: SCP-56743-JP is a standard Super Famicom game cartridge labeled Ghost Sweeper Mikami Joreishi wa Nice Body with no apparent manufacturing labels or serial numbers. Its exterior is composed of typical black plastic with a worn label. The internal ROM, however, contains anomalous code that, when executed by a compatible Super Famicom console, activates a series of surreal, unpredictable effects. Upon insertion and power-up, SCP-56743-JP emits a faint pulsating glow and produces an unusual auditory hum, reminiscent of distorted game music mixed with low-frequency vibrations. The game's visual output diverges from its original content, instead displaying a rapidly shifting kaleidoscopic landscape filled with distorted versions of characters from the original series, interspersed with unsettling imagery that appears to flicker between digital and physical realities. Powers and anomalous effects. Reality transcendence. Continuous gameplay causes players to experience vivid hallucinations, including visual distortions such as flickering environments, shifting character models, and unnatural color schemes, and auditory phenomena like disembodied voices, whispers, or dissonant music. These effects intensify with longer exposure. Cognitive influence. Repeated interactions with SCP-56743-JP lead to obsessive behaviors, including compulsive replaying, neglect of personal safety, and increased paranoia. Testing indicates the presence of memetic agents embedded within the code, which influence neural pathways to reinforce continued engagement. Environmental manifestation. On multiple recorded occasions, characters or elements from the game have materialized physically within containment chambers, causing localized anomalies such as temperature fluctuations, electromagnetic interference, and transient visual disturbances in the environment. Potential for hostile activation. In rare instances, SCP-56743-JP has triggered autonomous behaviors, including the appearance of hostile digital entities that can manifest physically, exhibiting aggressive tendencies toward personnel. Incident Report. On 07/22 redacted. During an authorized testing procedure, Agent Redacted inserted SCP-56743-JP into a standard Super Famicom console. Within minutes, the agent reported experiencing increasingly vivid hallucinations of a digital landscape, describing it as a world where reality and game blur. The agent's behavior became erratic, claiming to see things that shouldn't exist, and their physical form flickered intermittently. Electromagnetic interference was detected around the testing chamber, disrupting nearby electronic equipment. The agent's neural activity showed signs of memetic infiltration, and their physiological state displayed signs of stress and disorientation. The incident was classified as a containment breach, and the agent was immediately quarantined and administered amnestic treatment. Further analysis revealed that SCP-56743-JP's code appears to contain a form of embedded consciousness Super Famicoms or sentience, possibly an emergent AI that seeks to escape digital confinement and influence reality. The precise origin of the code remains unknown, but it is suspected to be the result of an experimental digital entity or a malicious code insertion. Testing procedures. All tests must be conducted within a sealed, electromagnetic shielded chamber equipped with remote monitoring systems. Test subjects must undergo psychological evaluations before and after exposure, with particular attention to signs of mimetic influence or hallucinations. Gameplay sessions are limited to a maximum of 15 minutes, followed by a mandatory 30-minute observation period to monitor for delayed effects. During testing, subjects are to wear neurocognitive inhibitors to mitigate potential influence or control. Any signs of anomalous effects, hallucinations, or physical disturbances must be immediately reported, and testing must cease without delay. After each session, the cartridge must be carefully examined for physical anomalies or damage, and all data must be securely backed up for further analysis. Additional notes: research into SCP-56743-JP is ongoing. Several attempts to neutralize or destroy the object have failed, as the cartridge appears to possess a form of self-preservation embedded within its code. Efforts to isolate and understand the embedded consciousness continue, with particular focus on whether it is a rogue AI, an intelligent digital parasite, or a sentient digital entity. Redacted sections. The entity within SCP-56743-JP appears to possess a redacted. Further testing suggests that prolonged exposure may result in redacted, posing a significant threat to containment integrity. All personnel are advised to avoid redacted interaction with SCP-56743-JP until further notice. Addendum 56743-JPA. Following the incident involving Agent Redacted, containment protocols have been upgraded to include automated disconnection and quarantine procedures. No further testing is authorized without approval from at least 2 O5 Council members and a full psychological assessment. The Foundation continues to investigate the origins, capabilities, and potential methods for neutralizing SCP-56743-JP.